back to Louis Hunting Podcast. This is Levi.
This is Wes.
And this week we're going to talk about something I think doesn't really truly get grasped, like how important it is.
I mean, we've kind of touched on it a little bit here and
I
there,
don't think
but
anybody really ever touches on it.
yeah, I'm saying we have just a little bit.
Have we?
Yeah.
I don't really think we really have had.
It was a while ago, but it wasn't like in depth like we're going to go into today.
So it's scouting.
Yep. The importance of it.
The most important part of hunting in a whole.
Oh, 100%.
You know, you could have the best camo in the world, the best gun in the world, the best everything, and if you don't scout, you're not gonna shoot anything.
Yeah.
Per
se.
Well, and it took me a long time when everybody's like, "Oh, you got to go scouting." Like, and it took me a long time to realize what scouting actually is.
Yeah, not going out looking from the road with binoculars. Oh, yep, there's turkey, or yep, there's deer in there, or there's ducks in there. We're going to go there tomorrow.
I mean,
or whatever.
It's definitely. I mean, that's definitely scouting,
right?
I mean, you're still out there looking,
yeah, but not like getting into it, like into the woods, like looking for sign and all that.
Right. But I mean, honestly, what you said with seeing them is the best way to scout.
Oh yeah. Especially for turkey and stuff.
I mean, if you could see them from the road or wherever, and you can see where they're going.
Yeah.
I mean, you pretty much
you got a little bit of knowledge of it.
You got pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you see where they're at. You see what route they just traveled. You see, you know.
I would say it's easier.
That is like as easy as scouting and scouting.
Yeah, I would say that'd be easier for turkey, not so much deer. There's a little bit more in depth for deer, I would say.
Why? If you can see deer from the road and they're in the same field every night, and that's a field that you hunt.
That's true, but
I mean, if you could watch them and know where they're at and know what times they come out and everything, and that's what it is. Like you gotta. I was getting to where you couldn't see them.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know that they're there.
You just don't know where.
You don't know where.
Right.
It's like a new place. You know, you're on a new piece of public. You're in a new piece of private.
Right.
And, God, this audio just sounds super weird to me right now.
Yeah, a little bit. It sounds a little off. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know.
But anyways, like, that's what I was trying to get at is the new... What are you doing?
You're good. I was turning my headphones up.
Like a new place, a new farm, like I said.
Yeah.
You know, you get on there and, okay, let's just say you're going to go for deer.
Sure.
You know, you're the deer guy. I mean, what do you look for?
First thing I get into the timber, if it's, you know, if I've never been there, say a piece of public, I'm going to try to get back in to where I start seeing less and less people sign, I guess. And then I'm going to start looking for trails. Hard pack trails, or just kind of, you know, you kind of see where they're traveling a little bit. Then I'm gonna start looking for a rub line and a scrape line, and then I'm gonna start looking for bedding area. Once I get that all figured out, I'll go in and do, you know, maybe I'll do an early morning hunt, early season, or maybe I'll just go out, especially on public. I'll just go out in like end of September and just watch, like in the evening or in the morning, just kind of try to pattern them a little bit and kind of go from there. But the more I've learned, because I used to like hunting super tight to bedding areas when I scout them and find them, like, oh, I'm going to hunt tight to them. To me, I bust a lot of deer doing that. I think
because they're laying there.
They're laying there. You're getting it in. Sure, like I've heard it both ways. Getting it, there's no reason to get in there an hour and a half for daylight just because people say you're going to get busted. To me, sure, I've been busted by it, but I enjoy it. But either way, I found, at least for me, that I've noticed scouting the bedding areas, I like to be at least 250 yards away at least.
So why would you be busted more going in an hour and a half early rather than...
People say they're catching your scent and stuff. I don't know.
They're going to catch it either way.
Yeah, they're going to catch it either way. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I like getting in there at least 45 minutes to an hour early, just because, you know, I like getting settled in. Maybe, especially on like a Saturday morning, if I work that Friday night, I can catch a quick nap, you know. And then once birds start singing, usually half hour, 20 minutes for sunlight, I wake up. Or I just like watching woods wake up, get out there, see all the stars. That's just me. But that's usually what I like to do.
Right on.
Yeah, and kind of scout where, kind of get in between either food or water, cut the difference.
Right. Well, and I know when I was younger, I always thought scouting, because the way I always did it was with young guys that,
Sure.
We always just drove around,
Yep.
looked through binoculars, like you said,
Yep.
found a few in certain areas,
Sure.
typically just turkeys.
Yeah.
But that's what we would do. We'd go scout. We'd just go drive around
Yeah.
and hang out. And that's all our scouting was.
Sure.
And it worked. I mean, it was good
You've
enough.
had success for it. And I think scouting too, you get to learn more about the animal and more about the way the timber works. You know what I mean? Like
Elaborate.
just like seeing the way wildlife is moving, watching, the animal you're in pursuit of, you kind of get out there, scout, and you can sit more because you're not, especially if you're scouting before season, you got more time to watch what they do on a daily basis.
Like their natural habits.
Like their natural habits, you can kind of take a little bit more riskier moves, just kind of see how they react.
The more what?
Take a little bit more riskier move, like
Risky move.
yeah, like moving toward them, kind of trying to cut them off, kind of see how they're going to react, and you just kind of see the way other wildlife reacts when, like, say, because I've noticed big bucks and big does coming in, squirrels and birds act a little bit different. Like they'll give a big deer away, just like they do a coyote coming through, or like a hawk coming through. Like if you pay attention to that little stuff, you're going to have success with that too.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely something when I'm out deer hunting. I listen for squirrels barking.
Blue jays will give them away.
Blue jays, definitely.
They're a big indicator.
Oh, yeah. I was going to get to that. But, yeah, if the woods are fairly quiet and I'm out there and I hear a squirrel start barking, I'm going to look in the direction immediately.
Immediately, because it's either going to be coyote, hawk, human, deer, something.
Another squirrel.
Or another squirrel. But if they're held tight against a tree barking and their tail's flopping, there's something there.
Yeah, they're barking at something.
Yep.
And I mean, it's gotten me deer before.
Oh, yeah.
I had that happen. We were pushing deer, but this one came in from a different timber that nobody was hunting in.
Sure.
Face was to the ground. I was just standing there and what the hell? And I look over and here's a buck walking at me with his face in the ground.
Yep.
And we were second season shotgun.
Sure.
But I shot that one. So
Yeah.
I mean it works.
It does.
And definitely the blue jays. Blue jays are
Squirrels and blue jays are the alarm system of the woods.
they're annoying as hell when you're trying to go through and trying to be sneaky. Actually, I got a funny story about blue jays going off. I don't know if I ever told this on here. So when I was in the Army,
I like this story.
we were doing a field training exercise, and we kind of had an idea of where the Op 4 is what they call them.
Sure.
We had an idea of where, like, the quote-unquote enemy, Op 4.
Sure.
We had an idea of where Op 4 was coming from. And the sergeant's like, yeah, they're supposed to come from anywhere from here to here.
Which is probably a pretty big area.
It was a huge area.
Sure.
I'm basically like, okay, this is stupid. Like,
Yeah.
this is all timber.
Yep.
We know they're coming here.
But being
why'd
from
you
the
give me
timber.
this huge? Why'd you give me this huge swing?
Yeah.
Like, don't even tell me they're coming. I'd rather just find out when we're getting shot at.
Sure.
And shot at. We're not actually getting shot at.
Right.
And we're sitting there, and I was on a machine gun, and I could hear blue jays. I could tell that there was something walking through because there was multiple blue jays going off.
No shit.
Yeah, I don't think I ever told you that part. But you could tell where they were walking.
Yeah.
Because you could hear the blue jays going off, and
That's
then you
cool.
could tell where they were sitting because the blue jays kept going off right there.
Yep.
And that sergeant was there with me at the time when they started doing that. I said, that's where they're at. And he's like, how do you know? I'm like, you hear those birds? He's like, yeah. I was like, those are blue jays. I said, they call like that at predators.
Yep.
And he's like, no shit. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I guarantee you that's where they're at. A couple hours later, that's the exact spot where we got attacked from.
That's cool.
Yeah. And he brought that up. So we did after action, what they call an after action report. We sat down and we talked about what happened. And he actually called that out for me.
That's cool.
He's like, it might be a fucking redneck, but he knows some shit. He's like, you know, he told the story about what happened, and he's like, that's something that you guys need to have value in.
Yeah.
He goes, somebody that has lived in the woods like him, and
Yep.
you know, has spent a lot of time out there. He called that out, and he was able to spot
That's
that.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if that had been a real life situation, like you being hunting since you were little, if that had been not, you know,
if it would have been a real life situation, it probably could have saved us in a sense.
saved us, yeah.
You know, hey, be alert over here.
Yeah.
Blue jays are going off. There's
Yep.
something here.
At least have a couple guys looking that way for a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Pay special attention to this area.
And that comes with just being a freaking good outdoorsman.
Right, exactly. But anyways, back to scouting. But I always thought I always just thought it was driving around.
Yeah.
So that's where I left off at. I always just thought it was just out driving around, looking through binoculars. And you just brought up a really good point. You know, you get out there, obviously you look for the trail, you look for scat, but you just brought up the point of looking for scrape lines, rub lines, you know, looking for those areas, finding large physical evidence, not just little stuff.
Yep.
You know, you could find, let's just say you're finding their scat, you know, in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
Obviously, a deer's been through there, but did he travel through here once and then take a shit in that spot just because he was traveling through there one time out of the 50 times that it goes the other way?
Yep.
You know, there's things like that I never realized when I first started scouting, like how important it is to look at the bigger picture of things and really break down what to look for and how to look for it.
Yep. And like food sources too, like get a lot of oaks together. If there's a boom for acorns, you can walk through. Yeah, you can tell what a squirrel's been eating on, but you can definitely tell where deer's been eating on it too. So you're going to want to set up close to
How do you
those.
tell that?
Just by the way the nuts crushed open.
Oh, instead of being a small opening in the bottom,
right?
It's actually crushed,
cracked and stuff. Yeah,
that makes sense.
And you
I
can
never
see,
even thought of that.
And you can see them scraping around. There's a big difference.
I actually never even thought of that.
I mean, you can tell turkey too.
Well, turkey definitely.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I mean, you've been out there. We were in, I think we were in South Dakota or Minnesota. I'm not sure which.
Probably both.
Yeah, right. Well, we were out there hunting. I remember it was a specific spot, and we're going along. And I think this is before you really knew what to look for with turkeys.
Yeah, that'd have been South Dakota.
And
that would have been my second year turkey hunting.
So we went out there, and I was like, "Hey, look at this." I was like, "You see that?" And it was just scratch marks in the leaves in the litter underneath of all the trees. I was like, "You see that?" And he goes, "Yeah." He's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Oh, that's the turkey scratching, turning leaves and stuff like that over, looking for bugs." Perfect. There they are. They're feeding there.
Yep.
So you know they're in the area. You know they're going to try to be in that area.
Yep.
If they're feeding right there, or out there is a little different, but it gets you. Hey, turkey has been here. We're in the right vicinity.
Yeah,
I don't know their range out there, but
sure. I mean, turkeys. What I've noticed around here, they're pretty. They don't have a very big. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like they don't have like a very big area for feeding. Like they kind of stay within, you know.
They find food.
Yeah.
They stay with food.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a lot of food out here.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing that we're kind of lucky with. Lucky and unlucky.
Sure.
I would say lucky because, hey, our animals are going to flourish and they're going to get bigger and they're going to be better because they have more feed, they have more nutrients.
Yep.
We have less chances of die off in the winter because of so much more food.
Yep. In theory.
But the other part of it being unlucky is that there is that much food.
Mm-hmm.
So now
they hold a little bit more tighter, I think.
Yeah. But my thing is they got more options.
Sure.
Too. You know, they could be on this side of the field one day.
Yep.
Oh, well, I don't want to eat this corn anymore. The corn on the other side of the field tastes better. So then they go to that side of the field to eat that corn. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
In that sense, it's not set in stone like that.
Yeah.
But no, I just thought it was kind of funny how when I very first started out truly scouting and looking for ducks and turkeys and everything, I didn't really truly know what I was looking for.
Sure.
I just always thought I was looking for tracks and scrape, and, you know, like a turkey scratching. Sure. I thought that was the only thing I was looking for.
Or a roost tree.
Or a roost tree. Yep. Those are pretty easy to find those.
Yeah.
You know,
oh yeah. Just look for
droppings around the bottom of the tree and
bottoms and big, just gnarly like willows or
Yeah.
shit like that.
Oak trees.
Oak trees, yep.
Yeah.
Cottonwoods.
Good example of finding shit
Literally.
out at I'm not gonna say it.
Sure.
Out of this one farm. Well, I don't know if they let other people.
No, that's why I just said somewhere.
Yeah, but there's a spot, and you can see it from the highway, but you can't see the turkeys ever because they always hang out in the back side of that hill.
Oh yeah, I know where you're at. Yep.
And it's a long ways back there, and I've bumped turkeys up walking back there multiple times.
Yep.
But the thing was, I went back there. What was that last year when I found that shed that had that like 12-inch blade on it?
Yeah, because we bumped some walking in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you remember all the just the amount of shit up there?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was all turkey turds,
and it was just tore up from them scratching too. It was wild.
and I never seen a turkey up there after that.
No shit. After that hen, you didn't see any more when you went back. No shit.
Nope. Took Chad and Jason there. They went up there. They looked at it. And they're like, "Damn!" I was like, "There's sign everywhere."
Sure.
Turkeys always roost right below that area,
Sure.
but they didn't. They just didn't go up there anymore.
That's weird.
So I don't know if somebody else is pressuring them up there.
That could be.
That's my thought.
That very well could be.
There's just a lot of pressure up there, and it probably from the owner.
Yeah. Yep.
He's a good guy.
Sure.
He's a great guy.
Sure.
I want to go hunting with him and his son.
Yeah.
We've talked about it, but just never got it done.
Sure.
But either way, I just think it's weird how all that turkey turds are up there, and where the hell are they at?
Maybe they roost there once a month or something, once a week.
Right. Well, and that's why scouting's so important.
Yeah.
Because even when you're out hunting, and that's my thing, especially after I got way bigger into waterfowl,
Sure.
is I scout while I hunt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time.
So I'm not just, and I don't mean to say this in a bad way about deer hunting. Yes, you are scouting as well because you could see where the deer are traveling and the routes and everything.
Sure.
But you only get this pictured area.
Sure.
You get the same route in, same route out. You
Yep.
try to stay on that.
Yep.
So you get your area and you get that pretty well down.
Yeah.
Well, what I think with waterfowl hunting is I'm all over the place.
Well, yeah, you got more vast, way
huge-
vaster
Yes, exactly.
hunting opportunities for it.
Right. But I feel like I can see more when I'm out there. I
Sure.
see them in the sky. I can see where they're heading to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can see where they're dropping down
Yep.
at. Okay, they're dropping down over there. I'm going to go drive over there
And see why.
and see what they're going for over there.
Sure.
And I'm sure most people know about this, but when they have the arrowheads, arrowhead's a type of plant
Oh, okay.
in the river. Teal like to eat on it.
Oh,
there's wild rice, wild celery.
Right.
Wild
I'm sure I've seen it. I just probably never knew what I was looking at, to be honest.
shit. I didn't even know what I was looking at.
Sure.
For a long time. I didn't even consider it. Didn't even think about the food
Sure.
for a long time. I was just like, oh, it's
There's
water. They're
yeah.
hanging out here. This is why,
There's a nice hole, so that's why they're coming here. Kind of
That's
thing.
what I thought for a long time.
Sure.
Then I realized, well, there's crustaceans, there's snails,
Mm-hmm.
and there's the arrowheads. What was here in the summertime? And that's the other thing I do is when I go out scouting, a lot of times I start in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 90% of the river's covered in the freaking arrowheads anyways in the backwater.
Sure.
So it's pretty easy to find.
Right.
But my point is that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Okay, like how deep in does this vegetation go? Because I know by the time season comes around, the river's going to be a lot lower.
Yeah.
A lot of times it is.
Sure.
So I look at how far in the vegetation's going, what kind of cover is there for the when I go to hunt it, and this
Sure.
and that, and so on and
Kind
so
of,
forth.
if the water's low, is going to be more accessible for them, stuff like that. The food, the
No.
arrowheads and stuff.
No. It's usually worse.
Okay.
From what I have figured out in my mind, my opinion, this is not a fact at
Sure.
all. This is just
something you noticed.
What I think and have noticed. Yep. Well, when the water's up real high, it is good because it gets the vegetation growing.
Sure.
But the problem with it, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, probably wrong, but when that water recedes way down and all of those arrowheads and everything are sitting up on dry ground, the ducks are feeding in the water.
Yeah, I guess they probably really don't go on land to feed, do they? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, they will.
Sure. But they probably feel more safer in water.
Right.
To feed.
Right. Well, or they'll go to a cornfield.
Right.
but that's just the thing is a lot of times I want to see how deep those arrowheads go in the water.
Oh, kind
So
of
that
like
way
how far
I-
they are from shore, from
That way
to
I
water. Okay, I gotcha.
Right. That way I know, okay, this area is still going to have water in it, and they're going to be feeding in this area.
Yep.
For the most part,
That makes sense.
come later in the year.
Sure, I get kind of, not really, but kind of the same way for deer hunting for like the feed. Like you want to, sure, you might want to set up on that really good trail, but that comes back to scouting too. Like sit out there, see how the wind reacts, say in that spot, so you can, would know when to sit and when not to sit. Kind of the same thing.
Right. That makes sense. I
Yeah.
never even thought of that.
Yeah, because I mean, each area you hunt, whether you're over here 100 yards on top of a ridge, you go down 200 yards to the bottom of the ridge, that's going to hunt different with wind. You're going to want a different wind. So you want a north wind over here, maybe you want a south wind over here. Just the
way the geography lays
right
in there.
Yep, way it's going to swirl and
Is
how
it
it's going
gonna-
to come through that valley.
Like here's a trail that comes right up this valley, and then you've got a ridge over to your right,
Yep.
and the wind comes over top of it and drops straight down into the valley and
Yep.
goes across that trail. Yeah, of course you wouldn't want
Yeah.
to be there.
I mean, good trail too. You can kind of tell which way you should be sitting because they're going to walk in the wind most of the time. And most of the time when they're walking down those trails that I've noticed, again, could be wrong. One way, if there's a lot of prints going one way, you want to set up with the wind that way.
So that's a good point. I do want to kind of argue the fact that deer don't walk into the wind all the time.
They don't. They'll, especially I've noticed they won't walk into the wind. They'll skirt with the wind too. Like that, to where they can still see the wind's not completely in their face, but it's like they're like skirting along with it. Does that make sense? Instead of walking in with it, they're kind of like having it blow into their face like sideways.
I guess. But I don't think that they think about the wind all the time is what I'm getting at.
No.
Because, I mean, let's just say you've got a week worth of northwest wind. Are they just going to keep walking to the northwest?
No.
I understand that a lot of people
Yeah.
want to say, oh, yes, deer will walk into the... Of course they'll walk into the wind.
Sure.
I mean, obviously they don't want to be walking...
But it's not...
But I've seen a lot of deer... I mean, the wind could go whatever way, and they're just
Sure.
going to be walking whatever way they want to walk.
Yep.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, but the wind is always somewhat, I would say 85% of the time, somewhat blowing in their face, but it's not like directly into their face.
You think it's that much?
Maybe. I'm just throwing out a number. Because I same thing, like I've seen them just come through nonchalant, not caring which way the wind's blowing.
Right, well, because they have a lot of other senses other than smell.
Right, yeah.
That's kind of my thing about it is, yes, the wind is a factor, but so is their sight and sound.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
They've got great eyesight.
Oh, yeah.
They've got great hearing.
Yeah.
You let out a fart.
They know.
Yeah, they'll hear it. What the hell was that?
Yep.
Jimmy?
Hey.
You over there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not huge on the wind.
Sure.
Them walking into the wind factor. But
Yeah.
I do like what you said about the trail where, let's say between our mic stands, there's a trail that goes from here to there, so on and so forth. And if all of the tracks are heading from this way to that way, it would be good to, like you said,
Yep.
set up on it when the wind is correct.
Because there's a reason in that area, for some reason, they're always using the trail going that way. I mean, sure, you're going to still have tracks going the opposite way, but I would say it's like 65% going one way.
Because I've seen that. I've seen it where you're like, oh,
They're clearly going this way all the time for some reason.
Right. Maybe it's just their travel, because they are creatures of habits.
Oh, yeah.
Just like us.
Yep.
They get up at 6 a.m.,
Stretch.
get a coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Go hang out at the car wash for an hour and a half before they go to work.
Yep.
Go hang out with their buddies and, we're going to go this way now.
Yeah.
And then they walk down that ridge. And
Yeah. And then they'll break it every once in a while, and that's
Right.
when you're mostly going to, I wouldn't say mostly, but sometimes catch them when they're out of habit.
that's when you're going to catch the big one.
Exactly.
When he's thinking about
Yep.
some deer tang.
Or he's just very comfortable in his area.
Or he's very comfortable. Yeah. Right. Well, I just wanted to bring up the wind thing.
Yeah, because I mean, there's times I get bored and I experiment, and I've walked with the wind and shot deer.
Really?
Like 30 yards away, and they're walking right at me.
Yeah, I think not. I think we're kind of getting off of scouting, but
Yeah. But it's kind of still kind of playing into it a little
right.
bit.
I think it is important, like you said earlier, a few minutes ago, to do things before season, quite a bit before season,
Yeah.
to see the reactions.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's important to do that stuff, and even during season, try something else.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you get bored, you got to experiment.
If you're having a shit day,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna have a shittier day.
Yeah, might as well get up and go walk around.
Yeah, if you're having a bad day hunting,
Yeah.
you can go try some things.
Yeah.
And find something else.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Like,
You know,
that's part of learning.
Everybody says this is a no-go thing. Well, why is it a no-go thing? Is it a no-go thing because Jimmy's grandpa's uncle's brother told those guys down
an
the
old
line?
wise tale.
Yeah, exactly. Is it a myth? Is it a fact?
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
There's a lot of that in the hunting community, I think.
Oh, yeah. Just old wise tales.
A lot of wise tales.
I mean, we can have a freaking probably 2-hour podcast just on that.
You know, people exactly. You know, you get them old boys that this is how my dad or grandpa taught me, and this is how it's supposed to be, and this is how we're gonna do it.
And you know what? Maybe it works for them every 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10. But they could be more successful if they would just try something a little different.
Yeah, but let's just
A
say
little bit open-minded, I guess.
right. Let's say they got a 40% success rate. You know, per time they go hunting or something stupid like that. Well, okay, it works the very first time they ever do it, so now they stick with that.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
You know, and then like I was saying, you know, Jimmy tells Bobby, and Bobby tells Harold, and Harold tells Wesley.
Yep.
You know,
Now it's a fact.
deer will walk only in the wind.
Yeah.
I'm just using that as an example.
Yep.
But they'll go out there and say, oh, deer will only walk into the wind. They'll only do this. They'll only do that. And you're wrong if you say otherwise, because this is how I've always seen it done.
Yep.
And that's why I try to say during this is a lot of this is just opinion based.
Oh, yeah.
And my opinion
experience
is not a fact.
No, it's just our experiences.
It's just our experiences. And I've done a lot of stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've done some stuff, not in the wrong, but just I'm trying something new.
Yeah.
And I've done some weird shit and been like, oh, that worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. You know, I'll have to try this again in the future.
Yeah, and may never work again. Just worked out one time.
Yeah, like you said, may never work again, but you tried it and it worked.
Yep.
So you're going to try and try and try again.
Yeah.
And if it stopped, you know, if it doesn't keep working, you go back to your old method and continue with that. You know, the more
traditional, maybe.
The more traditional way. Yep. And you go right back to that, and you get to a long drought. You know, you're I haven't shot a duck or a deer or a turkey in a while. You know, I'm having a rough year. Let me go try something stupid.
Yep.
Let me try go low crawling through a field
Yep.
with grass that's 18 inches tall in the rain and shoot a turkey at 50 yards. And that is a true statement. I have seen
Fact.
and done that.
Fact. That's been told on here.
Yes, it has. You know, you just got to do shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to be,
Aggressive.
yes, or not be afraid to just,
Take it to the animal instead of waiting for the animal to come to you.
yeah, maybe not even take it to them. Just don't be afraid to try.
Yeah. That's all hunting is. Like, you got to try.
Right.
Trial and error. Always learning. And if you're not learning every time you're going out, I don't know if you might be doing something wrong. Maybe not. That's just my opinion.
Right.
But
But back to scouting. I just wish when I was younger, I had somebody to teach me. And
Sure.
like I watch these videos online, and they always talk about scouting, but they never tell you how to scout.
yeah, not really. I mean,
Nobody ever tells you
yeah.
how to do it.
I mean, I've seen a few, but they're kind of far and few between. It's just they hammer on, go out and scout.
yes,
It's really
scouting's important. Well, what is scouting?
sure.
Scouting is getting out there, putting boots on the ground, making visual, finding feed, you know, and this probably to most of our listeners is, well, duh, stupid.
Yeah.
But, you know, you might get some of those guys out there that maybe they struggle with scouting.
Sure.
You know, they still might shoot deer or turkeys or whatever every year, but they just struggle, and they could make their life easier by just knowing this little stuff that we all think is, this is just obvious.
Yeah, get out and find the sign. Get out and just learn about the animal. Just sit and watch, and instead of hunting them, well, before a season, instead of hunting them, get out and just watch them. You'll learn so much. Like, since I know we've kind of said it before, but since I've noticed since we started this, I want to be better for everybody and myself to give better, advice, if you want to call it that, I guess. But I pay more attention now to learn more, to try to help get stuff out to help people.
Right.
I've tried to be a better hunter.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, same. But either way, back to what I was saying, get out there, get boots on the ground.
Yep.
Carry a set of binos on you, water, and whatever else you think is an essential, maybe a snack or something.
Maybe bring a notebook and write stuff down.
Yes, if you want, take pictures.
Yeah.
Do legit homework. Watch these areas, and eventually you're going to start noticing some similarities to a lot of the things when you start finding the success out there in the field.
Yep.
Or in the timber or wherever you're at.
Yep.
On the river. You'll start finding a lot of consistencies and similarities in a lot of the sign that you're going to end up seeing.
I think, and you start noticing more little stuff that you would never notice before.
Yeah.
I think.
And honestly, I'm not going to say how long it took me to figure this out, but it took me a long time to figure out what scouting truly is.
Yeah.
And
I've noticed since we started hunting together, you do it a lot more. I do it a lot more now too.
actually going out and putting eyes on and boots in.
Yep.
Yeah, like I was saying, find the food, find the scrapes, find the like you said, the rubs. Find it.
Yeah.
Put the effort in. If you ain't putting the effort in, you're not going to get the results out.
Yeah.
It's like working out.
Yep.
If you ain't putting in the effort.
You work out one time doesn't mean you're going to be wake up jacked the next day.
Right. And
it's all time and repetition.
You go in for 2 months, you're still not going to be jacked. You got to.
You'll notice the little changes.
Yes.
But
you'll have a big. If you start doing it, if you start scouting more, or just start scouting in general, you're going to notice one thing, and it's going to be just this huge leap.
Yep.
On how many more animals you will see per year.
Yeah, and your success.
Right. And even if maybe you just suck at shooting,
sure.
Maybe you won't have the success, but at least you'll have the success of seeing.
You'll have
what
the
you're
knowledge
looking
of
for.
it.
Yes, and you'll have the knowledge, and eventually you can bring it all together.
Yep.
Wesley, he kind of sucks at shooting. He don't pull the trigger half the time.
Easy.
He's getting better.
Yeah.
He's getting a little better.
Yeah, I like taking my time.
Screw that.
Yeah.
Like we said with Cody a few times, killers kill, son.
That's right. Yeah.
No, but I find a lot of enjoyment in it.
Oh yeah. You're just
like
getting out.
I like driving around, glassing fields.
Yep.
Looking for sign. I like getting out there, and I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go try to do some coon calling tomorrow.
Nice.
And probably do some shed hunting too.
Yeah, I see people are finding them already. I actually just saw one drop. First time I've ever seen a deer drop an antler the other day. That was pretty cool.
I ever tell you about the time I had one drop one in both sides in front of me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was cool as hell. I still have that rack.
That's awesome.
But anyways, so I think we got scouting covered.
Yeah, just get out and do it. It's going to make you a better hunter and a way better outdoorsman.
If you got questions about it, you can hit me up.
Well, same here. Get a hold of us. We'll come out.
Yeah, if you want help with any of it, I'm willing to help you.
Oh yeah, shooting, whatever. Let's go.
Finding sign, doing actually scouting, getting on turkeys, getting on ducks,
deer, whatever.
I'm happy to go with people.
Oh yeah, dude. I noticed that. I haven't done a lot, but that's my favorite thing is taking new people out, or taking somebody out that's been hunting for a little bit, but they want to learn more, and they ask questions and they don't act like a know-it-all.
Right. But honestly, I do like hunting with people with a shitload of experience.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get to a point where I'll probably just do that for a while.
Sure.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of the inexperienced and getting the young kids out, and I've been doing a lot of that lately, and I don't know. See what happens next year. I might just stick with going out with samples.
Sure.
Go with you and Tyson probably once or twice, and then just kind of.
No, I definitely want to hit it hard with you and samples. A few times. I definitely want to learn more about ducks.
Right, and me and Peach were talking. He said after I got that boat and the blind and everything, he's like, I'll go out with you in that and yada yada, and
No, I definitely want.
But
I want to go out and learn from you in samples.
Right. But I don't know. I think it's take my kid and his kid and
Yep.
get in the boat and just go out and go hunt.
Yep.
Get on islands.
Hell yeah.
Hunt the islands and just have fun like that.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I hunted with a lot of inexperienced hunters for a long time, and
Sure.
I loved it. I like teaching guys. Don't
Yeah.
ever get me wrong there, but I don't know. I kind of want to get to a point where I don't have to teach somebody for
Yeah.
a season.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of nice to not have to
Yep.
tell you how to do everything the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, the only
I'm
thing-
not saying you or
No, I know.
anybody like that. I'm just
Yeah. No, I get it.
I don't know. What has it been? A couple years now. I don't know. I started taking inexperienced and young hunters since I was like 16.
Sure.
So I'm 28, almost 29 now, and I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Maybe next year, maybe I'll just take a year
Sure.
to hunt with people that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps me learn from them too.
Oh yeah, especially super experienced guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Like guys have been doing it. They're like in their 50s, and you feel like a freaking rookie.
Right. Oh, hunting with Chad and Jason.
Yep.
Super experienced. You know, I've got a lot of experience turkey hunting. Dude, those guys taught me a lot.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean-
talking to them. I haven't hunted with them yet, but just talking to them, I was like, damn.
You guys are the real deal. I'm just a chum.
Yeah. Those are some bad mofos.
Yeah, they are. When it comes to the turkey world.
Damn right.
But anyways, you were talking that you wanted to bring up some funny stories or something.
Well, first, before we get into that, let's talk about our hunt yesterday. Roy's puts a rabbit hunt on every year.
It was a good time.
It was a really good time. Got some rabbits.
So what was it? It was 4 rabbits, 4 squirrels, and
4 rabbits.
pigeon?
I think 4
Oh,
rabbits
4 rabbits, 2 squirrels.
and a pigeon to weigh in for a team. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was rough. It was a little rough with the dogs yesterday.
It was rough for me, brother.
Yeah, it was rough for you. First time in a long time I've seen you late hunting.
Yeah.
But no, we got first spot. I got 1. And second spot, we got 1. And then the third spot, we all kind of came together.
Oh, that was the first spot you guys went to? The one that you shot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the one where you
Pulled up and you, like, we're walking and I'm like, Wesley's going to shoot. And then you shot.
I think, was that this?
I think it was your second spot.
Yeah, it was the second spot. Yep.
Yeah, because I walked up and
Yeah, it was the second spot.
me and Peaches were talking and you pull up. I was like, oh, Wesley's going to shoot. Bang!
Yep. A little close.
You blew the head off of it.
Yeah, it was like 8 feet.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
But
It
anyways,
didn't go anywhere.
keep going though.
Anyways, yeah, so the second spot, dogs did a little better. They were getting on them. And they were just that freaking, what is it, boll weed or bull thistles, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Dude, that was thick. Mm-hmm. We shot a few rabbits there. I got 1. First time in a while that it took me 4 shots to get a rabbit. But every time I shot, it would zigzag, give me a little rope of dope. Luckily, the 4th shot, I thought I had 5 shells in my gun. I only had 4, but 4th shot, I got him. So I yelled back to Peach and his brother-in-law. I was like, I got him. Like, I hope so. I was like, well, you're freaking dodging, weaving, give me a rope of dope. And, Pat's big old dumb laugh. Started laughing, so I started laughing. Then we hear the silver fox shoot. Won't say who it is, but people will know who it is.
I was standing there.
And then, yeah, we hear you start laughing. We're just like, what are you guys laughing about? And then we hear this phone call. This is the best part, because mind you, me, Pat, and his brother-in-law cannot see where they're at. We can just hear them talking and laughing. And we hear, is that, what does he say? You got domesticated rabbits out
So
here?
what
You tell, because you were standing there.
I was standing right there with him.
Yeah.
So the one guy, he goes, yeah, he's like, I got to call the farmer. And he's like, hey, you got any pet rabbits out here? And then I could hear the phone. The guy on the other end, he goes, yeah. He goes, don't shoot the black and white one. Well, too late. And the guy goes, well, I don't really give a shit.
We hear this phone call and we're just rolling. Like, I'm bent over my hands and knees, laughing hard, like laughing so hard, barely any sound was coming
Hyena
out.
laugh.
Oh yeah, dude, I was crying. Pat was crying. His brother-in-law was crying. Dude, it was a big rabbit. It was that's the funniest thing I've seen in a long time hunting.
Fully Sconfield dressed and everything. It was 5 pounds.
That was so funny.
Dude, it was. And I felt so bad.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm not going to say some of the part he said, but he goes, he shot it. And I was like, ooh, did you get one? He goes, yep. He goes, it was black and white and had big ears. He goes, I'm not sure it was a cottontail. I'm like, what the hell?
Dude, that was funny.
Young kid goes around the combine and picks it up. And he's like, I think you shot a pet.
Hey, it was in the wild.
It was fully in the wild.
Oh, man, that was... I mean, the farm was cool about it. It wasn't mad or anything. It didn't seem like he was mad. But, man, that was...
Well, when he said it was black and white, I thought he shot a skunk.
Oh, that would have been even funnier.
That was the first thought that crossed my mind. I'm like, I'm just going to walk away.
Yeah, dude. That is the funniest thing I've seen hunting in a long time, and probably the funniest phone call I've heard, like, not standing next to somebody. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was fucking awesome.
Hell yeah, it was. But no, another story. I just popped in my mind. It's kind of related to hunting. It's actually like the first time I ever talked about duck hunting. So me and Mitch Johnson, when we lived out in the country, this was a long time ago. We were, 12. Sitting at my parents are gone, sitting at our house, and we're like, let's prank phone call people. It was Thanksgiving. So we did, called like 2 or 3 people.
I miss doing that.
Yeah. The good old days before cell phones. But we ended up calling this guy. And I won't forget, like, the refrigerator on, and this and that. He's like, what, you guys bored on Thanksgiving? Just prank phone calling people? We're like, yeah. I wish I could remember this guy's name. I don't know if he's still alive because he was kind of older. He's like, well, I'm sitting here, by myself on Thanksgiving. My family's all gone and this and that. And we sat there and talked to this old guy for like 2 hours about hunting.
What?
Yeah, just some random guy we prank phone call. Like, we're both sitting there, phone between our ears, sitting next to each other, talking to this guy about hunting.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I wish I could remember the stories. I wish I could remember who it was to talk to him if he's still alive and see if he still remembers it. And he was a big duck hunter. Like, that's what he was talking about.
Probably made that guy's day.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that was awesome.
That's hilarious.
I won't forget that for probably as long as I live.
Refrigerator running.
Yeah.
Go catch it.
Yeah, and yeah, dude, that was really cool. Making that old boy's day, talking about hunting.
That's freaking badass.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous.
Dude, probably, I wish I could still do it.
Right?
I can't do it anymore. That was all like caller ID, this and that.
Well, you can probably star 6, 7 people.
I don't even know if that works anymore.
We can try it after this.
Yeah. Then our, I just got to bring it up because it's funny. Our prank streak's still going.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, so I went on vacation. Well, it's not even really a vacation. It's just to the Dells.
Yeah.
And, but we went up there for 4 days, and I had Wesley come over and feed my dog and feed my cat.
Old Barney.
And I got a funny story about that, too.
Yeah.
So Wesley comes over, and he goes, don't worry. He's like, I won't unscrew the light bulbs. I won't mess with your soup cans, blah, 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 blah.
He's like, nah, go ahead and do it. He's like, nah, I'm not. It was last minute. Like, I'm not going to mess with you this time.
And
I promise I won't mess with you this time.
Well, I go in the fridge and grab something, and here's a picture of me looking like a sexy French woman splayed out on the bed at the hotel that we stayed at last year at the NWTF.
So this is
in my underwear.
So this is why I wanted to bring it up, because I told Pat I was going to. It's funny that you think there's only one in your house.
Oh my God. Well, now I'm going to have to start looking.
Yeah, best of luck.
Is it just one picture? Is it just the same picture?
Nope.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to start looking. Oh, my God.
I told Pat I would tell you. He's like, tell him on the podcast so everybody knows about it. Oh, everybody's going to know about it.
Well, now I'm going to have to start looking. I'm going to get home and tear my freaking house apart.
Nah.
Well, it's funny. I looked in that other fridge.
What other fridge?
My old fridge that's in my kitchen yet.
Oh, yeah.
Take out.
I figured you would never look in that, so I wasn't, in case we were going to give it to somebody. Actually, that would have been really funny. Hide a picture in there and somebody gets it.
I better look in my oven before I end up starting that.
No, I would never put anything in your oven.
Oh, good.
No, because I know I turned my oven on and with stuff in there on accident.
Look in my oven.
Nope, just turn that bastard on.
Literally.
No. Anyway, I just had to bring that up. Figured you get a kick out of that.
Well, okay, so my funny story about Barney. I got home and he didn't eat any of his cat food that you put out.
He ate every other day, unless he didn't eat Sunday.
Well, he didn't eat it Sunday.
Oh, and say I went out there Friday, Saturday, and it was gone. There was like nothing left.
Well, I'm not very emotionally attached to very many animals, and
Sure.
really, I love animals. animals. I'm
Yeah.
just not very emotionally attached. And Kia was in the truck, and we were doing whatever. We had to get going, and I'm in my shop looking around for Barney and looking around for whatever else I needed, and he wasn't in there. He wasn't on my snowmobile. Wasn't on my trucks. Wasn't this. I was like, where in the fuck is this cat?
I know you texted me and I thought for sure he was dead, and I was like, oh, I'd feel terrible.
So I told Kia, I'm like, I don't know where he is. I'm like, Barney's probably dead. Oh well, I went about my day.
Yeah.
She was just like horrified that I had no
Yeah.
emotions about it.
Eat you up a little bit thinking about it, or what?
No.
Oh,
No, I didn't realize. I was like, well, fuck. Gotta get another cat.
damn Barney.
Yeah. But then
He's
also,
a good cat, though.
Well, then I'm in the shop and here, boom. What the hell was that? And I look over and meow, meow. I was like, Barnadillo. I was like, what's going on, brother? I petted him. I picked him up, put him in the truck window, and he's trying to get out of my hands, and he's beating the shit out of my hands with his
Yeah.
claws, and I threw him down, and he went to eating. I don't know what he was doing.
Huh. He's out prowling.
Well, he's fixed.
Yeah. I still,
It
out looking at shit. I don't
was
know.
cold. It was
Yeah.
really cold.
I know. I was really worried. Like, I don't get attached to cats, but I like Barney, and it's your cat. It's like, man, I hope he doesn't die. Like while I'm supposed to feed him or watch him. When you text me, I was like, really, you were alive Sunday. Like you better not have died last night.
No. He get in the shop and he can get into a warm spot.
Oh, I didn't know you get in the shop. I guess.
Yeah, I've got a cat door in the shop.
Oh,
actually.
perfect.
Yeah, well, when I bought that place, it had freaking coon shit all over.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they had the cat door and the coons would go in the shop.
Yeah.
There's no coon shit no more.
I believe it.
There's no living coon, probably within a bit small vicinity around my house.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
Don't come around my house if you're a four-legged raccoon,
Yep.
because you gonna get it.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I just figured bring that up again. I thought it was funny.
It's hilarious.
I still think it's funny.
Now I'm gonna go through my house.
Nah, let it be a surprise.
All right.
Just let it happen naturally.
What
I
about,
thought
is it nothing inappropriate for my child?
no.
Nothing to piss off a girlfriend?
No. Just goofy Snapchat you sent me and I've screenshotted.
Is that the one that Dennis was asking me about me being on the toilet? He goes, "You always shit naked?"
Maybe.
Why do you have a picture of me naked on a toilet?
Why'd you send me a Snapchat of you shitting naked on the toilet?
Touche. Was it the one with the eggplant and the cherries?
No. Different one.
No. I did not take a picture of my
No.
my privates. I used the
The filter. Yeah. It was just something silly.
the emojis things.
And that, by the way, this joke was completely on a whim. I was not planning this at all. I was just like, oh. And Jill's like, yes.
Oh boy, I'm probably gonna get a message from Kia here in a little bit. She's probably gonna find him.
I doubt it.
Too tall for her.
No.
Oh. It wasn't in the microwave.
Nope.
I used the microwave.
Nope.
Well, now I'm gonna have to go looking.
No, let
Goddamn.
it happen naturally.
Just let it happen naturally.
Yeah. Actually, be a lot funnier if Kia found him.
Yeah,
That'd be way funnier. I didn't even thought about that. Boy, I hope she does.
Boy, you're dumb. All right.
All right, anyway, now we're just rambling. But anyway,
Well, I guess I don't have anything else to add to it this week.
Long Branch, they got new calls coming out.
Yep. We're
They got an all weather box call, push button call, and then use calls now. Mm-hmm. Diaphragm calls.
We're gonna be potentially buying some, and maybe
I'm definitely not potentially. I'm definitely buying some.
gonna make a maybe do a giveaway. Potentially.
Something. Yeah.
Something like that.
Something in the works in the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been waiting for them to come out with a push button. I don't know. I like them.
They're handy,
They are handy.
but I don't know. I like diaphragms.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I kind of really excited to see how this any weather box call works. You don't have to use chalk on it or nothing. We're using.
Oh, I've used those before.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
Find out.
Check out Long Branch. Buy the new calls.
Yeah. Plum Creek. I know it's getting out of season, but
Go buy a new bow.
buy a new bow.
You know, I know tax season just came up.
Yeah. Good time of year. Start getting new bowstring instead of waiting August, September.
Yep. Go spend your tax money at Long Branch and at Plum Creek.
Absolutely. I know they'll definitely appreciate
They'll
it.
appreciate it. So as we end every podcast, stay safe
Enjoy the hunt.
and know the outdoors.